Hello fans and friends across the universe, welcome to my YouTube channel From Me to You. My name's Keir Smith and for today's video I'd like to share with you my review for this album. This is the 2007 release by Paul McCartney called Memory Almost Full. Memory Almost Full was started in October 2003 and finished in February 2007 after Paul had shelved the project to start work on another album with producer Nigel Godrich of Travis and Radiohead fame, and that album became 2005's Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. Memory Almost Full is notable for being the first release on Starbucks Here music label, and Paul said of the album, "In places it's a very personal record and a lot of it is retrospective, drawing from memory, like memories from being a kid in Liverpool and summer's gone. The album is evocative, emotional and rocking, but I can't really sum it up in one sentence." Memory Almost Full was released on the 4th of June 2007. Here's the album cover. And the cover art was designed by a gentleman called Humphrey Ocean and it is entitled Black Love Chair. I must say I've always thought it was rather dull and uninspiring. I've got a few copies of Memory Almost Full, and what is interesting is on this CD copy you'll notice that the typography is incomplete, but if you bend this top corner down it completes it. And also on the back cover you've got a picture of Paul there, and you fold that down and you get another picture. Onto the music. Side 1, track 1 opens with the effervescent Dance Tonight, a happy-go-lucky, easy on the ear McCartney melody driven by a stomping beat and a mandolin that McCartney had recently acquired. And the song was born out of McCartney dancing around his kitchen with this mandolin, singing to his then 3-year-old daughter Beatrice. Very sweet, but it's a good song, very catchy and a good start to the album. Ever Present Past is next, and this sees Paul update his sound with this perky new wave style pop song. A chugging rhythm, good bass as always. I really like the drums and I really like the lyrics, considering that Paul was going through a breakup at the time. He sings, "I've got too much on my plate, don't have no time to be a decent lover." Interestingly, the song originated from the Chaos and Creation in the Backyard sessions under the working title Perfect Lover. I love the chorus on this song and that zippy underlying clavier line melody. It's a perfect pop song and it's my favourite song on the album. See Your Sunshine is next, and Paul said of the song, "That is pretty much an out and out love song for Heather. A lot of the album was done before, during and after our separation. I didn't go back and take out any songs to do with her." And I think that's a good thing. This is a really pretty melody from the start with that do-do-do opening hook and Paul taking the bass to all sorts of places with some fantastic melodic playing, and I really enjoy that jaunty upbeat middle eight. Another really good song. Only Mama Knows is next, and this is a story song about someone who is left behind by their mother, wondering if they'll ever see their father. And the music fits the narrative well. It sounds like pent-up frustration. The song opens with a string loop that goes round and round, and then the song bursts into an out-and-out rocker. It's got a pulsing bass groove and a driving backbeat. This song rocks, and a great chorus too, and I really like the lyrics. She was running to what she ran from, though I always wondered, I never knew. Only Mama Knows. You Tell Me is next, and Paul got the title You Tell Me and took the song from there, recounting summers of old and asking himself whether it was as he remembered. And Paul sings, "Were we there? Was it real? Is it truly how I feel? Maybe, you tell me." It's a gentle acoustic song with some nice imagery and some little electric parts put in here and there. A decent enough song. Mr. Bellamy is next, and this is another story song, a superb piece of picturesque songwriting from Paul. He imagines a man, Mr. Bellamy, sat at the top of a skyscraper building, ready to jump, certainly refusing to come down, despite the attempts to coax him down from the rescue team and the psychiatrist. The instrumentation throughout is wonderful, from the mournful horns that open the song to the quirky piano riff, but especially the outro with the trickling piano and the odd synthesizer sounds. It's an album highlight for sure, a great song, and that closes side 1 of Memory Almost Full. Side 2 opens with Gratitude, and this is a little bit of a misfire for me. Paul said it was a song about being grateful for all of the good things in life, but I remember when the album came out, it was seen to be an open letter to Heather. And if you consider the lyrics, it seems to fit that idea more so. Paul sings, "I should stop loving you, think what you put me through, but I don't want to lock my heart away. And I was loved by you, I want to show my gratitude to you." Paul sings it with a soulful voice, and in some areas of the song it sounds good, but other areas it sounds a little bit too forced. There's an almost celebratory horn section in the middle, and I've just never warmed to the over sentimental aspect of the song. Vintage Clothes is next, and this is the start of a suite of 4 songs that are linked together like a medley. Certainly the next 3 songs are linked, and also thematically linked by memories of childhood. Paul's touring band play on much of this suite of songs, and Vintage Clothes is a great start. It goes through various tempo changes. Rusty Anderson plays some great lead guitar parts. And I really like those backing vocals, which is McCartney's vocals being stacked, a neat little production trick. And nice use of the mellotron too, which is the same mellotron used on Strawberry Fields Forever, which gives the song that vintage sound. And as Paul sings, "Check the rack, what went out is coming back." Great song. That Was Me follows, and this is a cool 50s style rock and roll song that flows really well. McCartney's memories going as far back as having a spade and bucket by the sea, "That Was Me," to "Sweating Cobwebs in the Cellar," which is a reference to playing with the Beatles at the Cavern Club. I love those jolting piano chords, and Paul plays some brilliant descending bass lines and also performs some rather vibrant scat singing that goes well with the guitars. All expertly done, and another album highlight. That brings us on to Feet in the Clouds, which continues the retrospective mood of the medley. This time Paul harks back to his school days and being told what to do by the teachers. Good verses, singable chorus, and some don't, but I quite like Paul's processed vocal when he sings. I find it very, 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 very hard. Good song. House of Wax is next, and I am completely enamoured with everything about this song. The piano, Paul's singing, especially towards the end of the song when he really lets go. The surreal lyrics, the production, the drum sound and the added sound effects. This song transports me to another place every time I hear it. It's dark and mysterious, and I think it's the most cinematic and dramatic song from Paul's entire back catalogue. The bluesy guitar solo in the middle is good, but the wild, frenetic solo at the end of the song is absolutely breathtaking. And according to producer David Kahn, he was egging Paul on to play these parts, so he did. Absolutely amazing. House of Wax is a masterpiece. The End of the End is next, and this is a beautiful song despite the maudlin subject matter. Paul's plaintive vocal and the string accompaniment could bring a tear to many a fan's eye as Paul tackles the awkward subject of his own death. But this is McCartney, and he thought to adopt the Irish wake style of funeral where it's done in a celebratory way. And Paul sings, "On the day that I die, I'd like jokes to be told and stories of old to be rolled out like carpets that children have played on and laid on while listening to stories of old," which is quite a nice thought. The End of the End was going to be the last song on the album, but so as not to bring the party down, as Paul said, Nod Your Head was added as the final track. And this is a stomping rocker with added strings. It sounds like a full band sound, but it's just Paul with David Kahn's production skills. The song creates quite a racket, and it's not a bad song. In fact, I quite enjoy it sometimes, but the song has literally been put there so as not to finish the album on a downer. And in that respect, I guess it serves its purpose. So Nod Your Head closes the Memory Almost Full album. Memory Almost Full sold well. It went as high as number 3 on the US album charts and number 5 on the UK album charts. It gathered 4 Grammy nominations, including 1 for Best Pop Vocal Album and 1 for Best Solo Rock Vocal for Mama Only Knows. I think it's quite a contrast to Paul's previous album, Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. Memory Almost Full has a loose and freer feel to it, and I think that really comes through on the performances of these songs, a handful of which I think are top tier McCartney songs. It's not perfect, but all in all, I think Memory Almost Full is a very good album. But what do you think to Memory Almost Full? How highly do you rank it in Paul McCartney's solo back catalogue? What are your favourite songs on the album? Please leave your comments below. Please give the video the thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. There'll be lots more to come. Thanks as always for watching. See you next time.